Hi, how you doing? Just thought I would try and re-record this video. I didn't have a lot of luck last time, although my commentary came out on the recording okay. When I uploaded it to YouTube or Facebook, for some reason the speech didn't come out. Maybe the file was corrupted or something, but this is another attempt. So, I got asked a question recently. Do you apply EQ to your master channel or the individual channels? Or both? And my answer was both. This is a project Remixed that I've been working on recently. I've bounced out all the audio from the project to concentrate purely on doing a mixdown. It wasn't a very well thought out process, as I had done some EQ and effects work in the original project, but this will still give you an idea of how I got to this stage. So as you can see, I've got my drums individually bounced. There's two different Vox stems here. The reason for this being was once I'd done an initial mix down, the singer, the wonderful Jean Honeymoon, decided that she wasn't entirely happy with the vocal that she'd supplied and re-recorded a new version. So you can see I have the new version in there. That's why that stem looks different to the rest, because it was dropped in after I'd closed the initial project. But as I'd already got buses etc set up for this, it was just easy to sort of drop it in here and treat it like this. So if I just hit play and let you hear the track, and I've actually got two things soloed here, that's better. So these were, the drum sounds were all made and programmed in Machine and then exported out, but as I said, this is all audio now. So we've got two kick drums layered, got a clap, little bit of EQ around the 2K mark just to cut it through the mix a little bit. It's also bussed out. We can find bus 1 here somewhere, yeah, which is sorry, bus 1, which is reverb. I usually try and create two buses, a reverb and a delay, but on this occasion I've just got a reverb and vocals, and there is a delay on the vocal bus. Finger snap again going out to the reverb, as is the side stick. I'm just going to pause that a second before the vocal gets right in. Hi-hat, not too much going on with that. An open hat with a bit of bit crusher, just made it a little bit more crisper, and a tiny little bit of EQ. I just opened the EQ up again around the 5K mark. I just felt it brightened it up a little bit. Normally I would probably cut off any low and high ends on these, but as I said, I probably did that in the original project file, so there was no need to do it anymore. And in fact, if I actually just solo that and take it to where that hat actually kicks in, just somewhere, there we go. And you can see here, if I boost this up, there's not really any low end energy or high end that needs getting rid of, because I did it in the original project. So just a little boost there around the 5K. Let's just take that solo off and take it back. Shaker, same, pretty much same. I haven't had to do anything extra to it. Some chimes there, they were quite nice as well. That Vox is muted because that's the old version. This is the new one. Okay, let's just hit play, take it to the vocal. So some EQ work going on here, and in fact, if I solo this and take the EQ off, you can hear the difference there. And in fact, if I turn that off, you can see the load of low end energy not needed there, hence that really big cut there. And again, little boost there around the 3.5, 4K mark. Just felt it cut through a little bit more. Don't know if that's the right way to do it. It was all done by ear, so The spoken word part of this track, we decided not to re-record the original vocal. Seemed fine as it was. Again, that goes out to bus 2, which is my vocal bus. We've got a bass line here. There's an analog bass line for the intro, and then we've got a new bass line for the rest of the track. Detroit bass is a preset in one of the synths in Logic. And at this point, I'd just like to say thanks to Brian Keys Tharme for laying down all the keys and stuff for this remix. Really great session musician. I really recommend you check him out. Man of many years experience and very talented. So all the keys and stuff for this project were done by him. So as you can see, we've got a Rhodes there, and actually it's named Brian's Rhodes. So that's why that is, and an organ. Bust out again to bust well my reverb and just dialed in with send and return a little bit there. Another piano, again, tiny little bit of EQ, just around the 3K mark, just felt it cut through the mix a little bit. Nothing was needed at the low end, etc. Got another piano there, similar sort of thing going on with the EQ, again bust out to my favourite bust, the reverb. A vibraphone. This was actually originally recorded as a piano part, and I decided I've got quite a lot of piano going on already, so I decided to change the instrument to a vibraphone. This needed, again, a massive low cut on there just to get rid of some low end energy that was going on that I hadn't done in the original project file. A funky lead, which is kind of the main synth. Again, I think that was originally recorded as a Rose. I decided to change it, sort of make it a little bit more electronic sounding, maybe a little bit more up to date. Got a couple of pads going on there, not had to do anything with those, and some string parts. Again, just bust out to the reverb a little bit and dialed into various amounts. I'm just going to hit play again and take it in a little bit, so maybe you can hear some of the other parts. Just going to let this run for a moment. Here we go, those are fantastic keyboards from Brian. Little breakdown there, and again in the original project the synth lead was automated, just sort of take the cut off up and down as the chorus and verse etc. come through. So on to my master channel. I don't master things myself, but what I do like to do is put a mastering chain in, just to give me a rough idea of how it might sound after mastering. And sometimes I even send over a mastering reference track, just so the engineer has got kind of an idea of the sound I'm trying to achieve, if not that well. So we've got a compressor set to vintage VCA. Just pull down, just working a little bit, and I've just taken the gain to match up to about 1 dB. An exciter, if I just flick this in a little bit, if I just take that off, you should be able to hear the difference. Just brightens the whole thing up a little bit. Channel EQ, this little boost down at the 50 mark was just to make the kick come through a little bit more. I have actually used some sidechain compression on this project as well, just to make the bass and the kick not clash so much. At the 1K here, just felt that it was needed to bring it down very slightly, and a slight boost, quite a wide curve there at the 5K as well. And then a limiter at the end, which I'll be honest, I don't really know how to use it properly, but I've just taken the gain up to about 4 dBs there, and just to make it that little bit louder. Hopefully I'm using that in the correct way, although I'm not entirely sure. So there we go. That gives you an overview of my remix of Waiting by Deepsonic Ft Jean Honeymoon, forthcoming on a Deeper Groove Recordings. Respect to Brian Keys for the amazing keyboard work on this one, and once I've got a release date and etc. and it's on sale, I will update the channel with a link where you can purchase. So if you've got any comments, anything you think I can do better, or anything that you need to ask, please post them on my YouTube channel and I'll do my best to get back to you. Hope you enjoyed this, and see you on the next one.